Reggie with 2Gs! What's going on, guys? Reggie here. Today is a good day for me. Because in a couple weeks I am converting over to being a daily commuter. And by daily commuter I mean riding every day to and from work, rain or shine. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I finally got to the point where I can do it, so it's getting done, which is always a good thing. Now I wanted to ask you guys for some advice, because I know there's a couple of you on my channel that ride way more than I do. I mean, I got called out by the Florida rider about only putting 3,000 miles on my bike in my first year I got it, 2 years I got it, I don't remember. He called me out and I was like, yeah dude, I don't get to ride as much as I'd like, and riding actually puts me in a much better mood. So I figure with my move coming up and my commute going from being like 40 miles one way to a quarter of that I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna ride this. I'm gonna ride Fiona. I'm gonna ride Fiona till her tires are flat. I couldn't come up with a sexual reference for riding Fiona till something happens to her, you know, sexual reference thing. Don't turn red on me. Don't turn red on me. Oh my god. Just so everyone knows, the city of Apopka sucks. They have red light cameras here. With the very first time I tried riding out to work on my on my Honda Shadow, which I miss. My Honda Shadow. It was a good bike to me. It rode really well. It was my first. Always remember, never forget. Sally, I love you, baby. Anyway, I was worried about riding through here because I mean, when you're new at biking, there's a ton of stuff that you know you're not super comfortable with, and I'd ridden around locally, but I was like, you know what, screw it. And I mean, at that point my job was like almost 50 miles one way, and I was like, I'm gonna ride one. I mean, how much experience will I get riding one way? Well, when I got into Apopka, which is in Florida, this area right here, they have red light cameras, and I was freaking out because I mean, they're expensive. They're like 150, 160 bucks a pop for running a red light. And I was coming up to a red light. The light had started to turn yellow and red. Now, under normal circumstances, most people would run it, but this car in front of me decided it was going to slam on its brakes. Now, I'd left enough following room, but let's try this. I've got to, but with my Honda Shadow 600, it was not that good at braking at all. It wasn't that good at braking at all, don't you know? So I panic braked. I didn't lock the front up because it was impossible to lock the front brake up on that bike, because I even tried. But I grabbed a handful of front brake, locked the back brake up, and slid like sideways style and ended up facing at like a 45-degree angle. I didn't hit the car, and I stopped with plenty of room. Like, with the experience I have now, I should have known just stop. But I stopped with plenty of room, and that was it. And that was my first like emergency stop, and I didn't freak out afterwards. I was just like, okay, now I know the limits of the rear brake on this bike, and now I know the limits of the front brake on this bike, and I need to calm down. So I need to calm down. Which was my elementary school teacher, Mrs. Anita. Mrs. Anita. So, I mean, and that was that. So, anyway, I think I'm going to end the story here with one important lesson. Don't panic brake no matter what. I'm gonna end it here, and I will catch you guys on my next video, which will be during the daytime. Peace.